Northern Perspective had somebody on who outed the CBC for having a crying room. So welcome back to the Freedom Pines podcast. I'm your host, Jamie B. This is where we debrief internet culture, pop culture, and politics and everything in between. And if that interests you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into today's video. I would also like to shout out Northern Perspective because my daughter and I love Panic at the Disco. And every time they have a song called New Perspective, and every single time Ella goes to look up New Perspective, Northern Perspective comes up. So I would just like to say you guys have made the ranks, okay? You show up in our searches, and congratulations, you guys. I'm serious. That is hard to do. So anyways, back to this. I just thought you guys would like to know that, okay? If you're Northern Perspective and randomly watch this video. And by the way, it's not because of my search history, like my watch history, because she has her own account, and it happens to her at school. Way to go, guys.
PC employees are reaching out to you since Travis came forward. In general, what are they telling you?
I've heard about the crying room.
The crying room?
Yeah.
What's the crying room?
So, okay. So at first I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was like, these liberals have a crying room. No, it's worse than that. And then it flashed back. This is a huge conversation, by the way. This is going to be about unions and our workplaces in general and spreading the message about this, because I need to know how many of us have been in a unionized job and pretty much been allowed to be abused. Yeah, I would love to know. So let's get into my rant. So basically this is a room where managers tell their employees to go when they're upset about something. Yeah, you heard that. This is a unionized place, okay? And when someone is upset, they send them to the crying room to cry about it instead of actually fixing what's going on. This is a government-ran thing. Our tax dollars are paying these people millions of dollars to tell their employees to go cry about it in a room. When he's talking about this, I literally can't stop thinking about these people being like the beacons of mental health, the beacons of diversity, equity, and inclusion. You got, this is exactly what I am talking about. DEI is a front. So that on paper, it looks like you're being diverse, but you're not actually doing that. And I just want everybody to know we had actual diversity and actual equity when Stephen Harper was in, because I am somebody who has disabilities and was able to get extra help in college and in high school. Okay, like these things exist for people like me before DEI. DEI is this giant thing that covers diversity, equity, inclusion, which covers racism and gender and all of these different things. And they could be further from actually helping people who suffer with disabilities or, who are faced hardships. Like we used to go from people, like our employers not being allowed to ask our, I think they're allowed to ask our gender, but not our ethnicity, and certainly not if we're gay, to getting a check if they hire a gay person. Do you really want to be the person? I wouldn't want to be the person who gets hired as the gay quota, because you want your company to get an extra check for hiring a gay person. How about you just hire a gay person and call it a day? Like, we used to not play these games, okay? And for CBC to do this, CBC, who pumps out the biggest propaganda bullshit about inclusion and all of this stuff, has a room where they tell their employees to pretty much go themselves. Yeah, that checks out. And why does it not surprise me that a union allows these people to do this? Because I was part of a union. Hold on here. This is me in 2019, and I'll tell you guys the story. Pause to read the story there, but it's me leaving work in 2019, thing on the phone with my union. So that it was telling you about how students right, I wasn't there. I got sent in with a student, and he basically allowed to happen to me. He talked to his mom, told me under no chance can he call him right now. Call his mom, the crap, throws a hole at me, corners me in the room. They force me into a closet. I was the door open. This kid's face closet and corners me, pushes me in the corner with a desk, starts Bibles out. That was allowed. That kid did that one and got the thing he wanted, which was his mom and his mom ice cream. That is what it's like to work in one of these bullshit social government funded systems. You watch them initiate put in these initiatives. That paper sounds amazing, sounds great, sounds great until you realize the actual implications of it are. Okay, I think, oh my gosh, yes. I don't understand. I don't have kids with abilities in the all day, every day. Oh, no, because they're overstimulated, and with children like them, they feel empowered. I'm not saying we go back to the 90s. I've never said we do not need to go back to not know who these kids are. We need to include them in things that they're good in our class to empower them. Give them times in the classroom where they can play, and then take them out when they're overstimulated. Stop trying to put disabled kids in a box because you think it's freaking progressive. It's not progressive. It's also not progressive to sit down your, I think he was a coworker or employee, tell them that they're not allowed opinions. Minority voice. You guys have CBC are supposed to be the beacon of standing up for the God, and neither of the schools. We Child Matters absolute reason because the child is on a lot. One of our schools last year, I knew that would happen. It still didn't change. We still do. The youth are not pushing change. Why? Because all bought and paid by whoever runs the DEI program. Because God listen to the workers. Now, this is just the schools and CBC. Not about how little nurses are to and hospitals. Okay, we are not even allowed to go to meetings without the students we work with. We were let down so much, and we were unionized. We should be treated like that. Paying union only to, by the way, stand up when it comes to autonomy. So why not surprised that the union sat in that meeting, listened to them, and this wasn't like this. The union did used to stand up for us in 2020, and all of the union, and pretty bad before. I'm not going to say that, but all of us unions were definitely not for us. Not on our side, not answering questions, not standing up for the fact that principals were in charge of implementing safety measures during this, press that kept going on. How, was going to unallow people. Unions become a joke. And you know how sad it is to speak about unions? Why? Because they go after you. Which is insane. That's insane to think about, okay? So unbelievably gaslight. And the to be good. BC a mess. The reason a reason I only reason massive why in the place they were the pushers during the press pushers dedication organizing didn't take biggest push the liberal I don't know how you guys finding out the room where employee died. If I was any I would those cars immediately. That's my advice. Game is say you guys next episode. Bye.